This is August 8th, 2000. I'm at GR0021, the Mikado, or it might be another one called the Montrose. I believe that's GR23, not sure. Looks like this is probably a patented claim. I see a Forest Service sign boundary, Forest Service land behind the signs there in the timber. And this has been clear cut in the past, or not clear cut, but at least thin. So it could well be that it's still a patented claim. There's supposed to be a shaft here that's shown on the topographic, well actually not the topographic map, but on an old map we have of the Florence district. I did find this cabin here. They've got sheet metal roofs, so it looks like it's semi-maintained. Road comes in here, four-wheeler road. Looks like somebody's actually driven in here. I think you can get here from the Florence Cemetery. Not positive of that. I kind of came up from Baboon Creek or Baboon Gulch down below where the trail comes in there from the Waverly mine. The shaft that we had on the map should be in this general vicinity. So I'll kind of look around here. It could be that it was over here somewhere and that the road has destroyed it, covered it over, or whatever. But I'll look around a little bit and see if I can find it. If not, why that might be all there's going to be for this prospect. I'm looking back up at the road cut there. It was just north of the cabin. The cabin would be right on the ridge top about center of the frame. And this whole road comes down above here. And then right beside it there's this pit. It's about 15 feet deep. And down here in the bottom you can see some, it looks like those are timbers. Kind of collapsed. They may just be old logs that's fallen in there. But there is an opening there and that's full of water. And that's it's about probably 12 feet down to those boards, a couple feet further to the water, and don't know how deep it goes from there. You can see off to the west here there's another kind of excavation. This actually may have been plastered down through here. A lot of erosion out in here. It's either strictly erosion or else it's been plastered. It's also possible that they might have just excavated this material out, piled it up. Quite a bit of that's going on around here. But I think this is probably the shaft that is noted on that one map that we have. It's not quite exactly at the location that we had, but it certainly looks like this would qualify. And it might be a little bit of a problem with the water down in there, depending how deep it is and how hard it would be to get out. That should wrap up this Mikado. If I find anything else interesting, I'll add it on, but I don't really expect to. That's pretty much about all we had in the literature on it. A couple things to add here at the Mikado. The shaft that I had shown before is over there where and logs laying across it. And just to the west of it, or southwest, there's this other shallow pit. It's only about 8 feet deep, 10 feet in diameter, something like that. And you can see a little bit of waste rock that's been excavated. But then the little trough that goes between these actually may have been an adit. If I look down here in the gully, you can see that this little rib sticks out. I hope it shows up anyway. The face of it is just past that tree there. You can see it sloping down there and extends back over, pretty much back over to these trees back over here, which is about at the mouth of that little trough that comes out. So I would almost bet there's a caved adit here, as well as those two, as the main shaft there and then this other pit. We'll go ahead and call it a caved adit and pretty much leave it at that. There's not certainly no problem here. There's no water in this little gully that's down below here. And so even though that dump sticks out there, it certainly isn't a problem. And again, I think this is probably on a patented claim anyway, so No real problems other than the shaft does appear to be a little bit open there in the bottom and has water in it. Well, that should pretty well wrap up this Mikado.